Hello, I am your new favorite, JJ Caballero, joined by the lovely Goins, Casey Goins, and this is Mono Stereo Video, a podcast about movie music. I'm a songwriter, producer, DJ, while Casey is an amazing hairstylist and salon owner, and we love movies and music, and this is the perfect excuse to talk about music and movies and their cultural impact. We're back, baby, we're back. We're always back. We're always back.
Always back.
How's it going, my love?
Good. I'm trying not to be a raspy guy on the mic.
It's okay. It's okay. You could be a raspy guy.
That wind's crazy out there. It's windy today, I'm sure. Oh, when you guys hear this, it won't be windy anymore.
I don't know. It won't. I don't. It's probably not windy anymore for you guys, but it's a very windy day out there.
It's brown outside.
It's brown. It's a lot of brown. It's real wild.
Stark contrast to the movie that we're going to talk about, huh?
I know, like real light and real colorful and real pastel colors. Mm-hmm. We're talking about Marie Antoinette, the 2006 Sophia Coppola directed film starring Kirsten Dunst. We'll get into it all. But before that, I want to bring up, everybody's talking about the Super Bowl. Everybody was talking about the Super Bowl. Like, we're kind of like a week or so removed from it. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
I didn't watch the game.
Well, the
halftime show was
the Bad Bunny
awesome.
show. Let me just
the Bad Bunny
yes,
concert
exactly.
was awesome. Yes. We had just gotten to my sister's house and we're about to serve ourselves food, and then it started to play.
Yeah.
And then we're getting into it, and then all of a sudden Lady Gaga pops out, and I remember just like yelling and jumping up and down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful. Like, just to see all the representation, and it made me feel proud and sad, and I don't know, like, but I thought it was really pretty. It felt very humble for a Super Bowl performance. Like, I know those things cost so much money, but It looked pretty expensive. I don't know. It looked pretty wild. It looked pretty wild. But, I mean, like, the vibe didn't feel flashy, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I see. I get that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was cool. It was good. There was a lot of Latin American country represented, Chicanos in there. Like, anyway, but all
mm-hmm. America
is not just the United States and Canada. Mm-hmm. It is all the other countries as well. And because the United States and Canada are like the white ones and they're the colonized ones and what have you, doesn't mean that they are like the only subjects, the only thing to pay attention to, the only language, you know what I mean? Like, they're not the only languages English isn't the only language you have to learn, you know what I mean? It's become more universal, but like not everybody knows English. So it was real cool. Spanish is a widely spoken language in many countries. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it was rad. We had a good time. I mean, we didn't watch the game. Everybody said it was boring.
Yeah, after that, we went to a Moreau concert.
Oh, yeah, we saw Moreau. Yeah. What'd you think about that?
It was awesome. Got to meet him. It sucked that his mic wasn't working that great. And some people in the crowd were shouting it out, but it was a fun concert.
It was
a young crowd.
It was a young crowd. They seemed a little wild. At points, I mean, a lot of them seemed drunk.
Yeah, they were just drunk.
Yeah. No, it wasn't unruly or anything like that.
No.
Nah. Yeah, I think that, like, this was one of the first times I realized how bad the sound was there. Mm-hmm. Like, in particular, like, just the speaker sound. And, like, I kept hearing it. I kept hearing that. Like, it was a good show. Yes, you're right. But like at parts, I was like, man, like the drums are way too loud. Why are the drums so loud? Like, I know that it's like the guy hit hard, which is why they had the shield around him.
Right, like they came prepared with their little shield, so it's like it was the sound system, you know?
Yeah, it like over amplified, and I feel like a lot of stuff. I feel like it wasn't a matter of them turning him up. I think it was a matter of turning everything down and leading with him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they had somebody traveling with them. I don't know if it was one of like the lowbrow people, but it did sound like they did not give a shit. Like it was crazy. I don't know.
But he was very nice, and he apologized.
Nice
like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, we're trying to figure out what the issue is, and like,
but that's
he didn't blame anybody.
Yeah,
like
that also sucks though. Like, you don't want to be that artist that has to apologize at your show. Like, that sucks for him. So
yeah, but the crowd too was chill about it. Everybody was like, they were mad for him, not at him. So that was cool.
Yeah, and like he didn't call out the sound guy or anything, which was nice too.
Right.
But it just it was like, what's going on back there? What's happening? Like, and this is I'm a sound guy, and I hate when people do that. But it was also like, I wanted to go back there and like adjust.
Right? Be like, let me help you.
Yeah, I know, however me is, whatever. But that happened last week. We did that last week. Wow.
2 weeks ago? No, I don't know.
It's been a blur. There's been a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Also, okay, so also we had a monasterio video pop up at the living room. That was awesome. Shout out to my man DJ Perro. That was real cool. That was real fun. We had a good time. Sold a couple of tapes and a VHS. And had some awareness out there for Monasterio Video, the pop-up shop. The Depop is on and popping. But physical media is the jam, and that's what I've been doing. I also set up. There was an after party that LNSC and the Reagan, shout out, in El Paso, Texas, that they put together after party that we hosted. Paranoid London from Paris. It's usually like a duo, but this time it was just the one dude, but he brought all his gear, played a live set. It was awesome. Shout out to my homies Romance Attack and Mark and Masi. Awesome.
Yeah, the video you showed me looked really cool.
It was so cool. It looked really, really cool.
Yeah, I wish I could have gone, but it was Valentine's and
it started at midnight and like it ended at 4 a.m. I got home at 4:30. It was exhausting. It was exhausting.
Right? You were getting home at 4:30 and I was waking up at 7 to go to work.
Oh my gosh, I was so tired. Yeah. I was so tired that day. I'm still I'm barely kind of coming out of it. Yeah, kind of coming out of it. But Monasterio Video was there. I was able to talk to people and got some followers. Shout out to you guys. If you're listening to the podcast right now and you met me at that show, cool. Shout out. Awesome. I need to get MSV merch. Specifically, I need to get stickers. I need to get T-shirts out there. Like, people need to start seeing the little logo and stuff. But it's fun. I'm gonna do more of this. It's kind of just gonna be my jam. Like, I'm just gonna do more of it. I'll be out. Be on the lookout for Monasterio Video stuff out there. And yeah. And with that, we will get on to the movie Marie Antoinette. The film itself is like a telling of when she rose to power as queen, when she became queen, and then not rose to power. It wasn't really a rise.
No, it was just like the arranged marriage situation. It was an arranged marriage. Of it being like still like a child
to the
bride.
Dauphin, and she became the Dauphine, and she was 14. And that was crazy to realize. And she was also Austrian, and she kind of she was in Paris, correct? She was in France.
Yeah,
she was the Queen of France. But like there was, I was reading that there was like some like prejudice against like Austrian people, so she had that going for her.
Yeah, they already didn't like her, and then just because of the way she was living her lifestyle, that just made it worse.
So it kind of like plunged her into this world. I mean, she was already part of like Austrian aristocracy and such. She was already like part of royalty there. But this arranged marriage, she lives in a whole new world, and her I guess like ascent to the kingdom, and then just kind of like her living out her life there. There's a lot of like time jumps. And ultimately, I mean, it's a spoiler alert, but it's not, because it's history. Like, she dies. Like, she died. she was beheaded. Her and her husband. Her husband was beheaded a few months before she was, because they were just like mismanaging what was going on. Like she was just like fucking. This movie shows the decadence of it all. You know, it's set to why we're talking about it. First off, Sophia Coppola. It's in line with the Bling Ring, right? It's timely in that we're kind of like in this weird moment too, where people are kind of realizing like, hey, what's up with these rich people and why are we just working day to day? And that's what happened right before the French Revolution. And that's what it was kind of like exemplified by what we see on screen. Which is,
well, there's the disparity. Like, there's so many people like doing the most, and then people starving.
Yep.
Yeah.
And living a lavish life. And, you know, this is a fictional account, by all means. It's based on a book. The movie itself was based on a book. It was based on a book called Marie Antoinette, The Journey. Let's see. It's by Antonia Fraser. That's like, it kind of like tells what we see on screen. You know, like the account of her life was like a young woman and growing into adulthood, and it's pretty like intense. Like there's a bunch of scenes that are just uncomfortable because of like the royal traditions and things like that. Yeah, and
The
like
exposure.
the overexposure, just like being watched constantly by everybody. Like imagine that. Just imagine that. I don't know. So very decadent movie. But the soundtrack, like the juxtaposition of the like new wave soundtrack over this period piece of a movie. There was a quote, I'm going to pull it up, by Sophia Coppola on why she chose to do this. Essentially, it was like a thing about youth, you know what I mean? Like this is kind of very like rebellious music. Okay, I wanted to use the music that would convey the emotional side of the story. I didn't want it to feel like a museum piece. I wanted it to feel alive and relevant. And like it's funny that like new wave still has that. It's still new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's weird.
Timeless.
It is timeless, yeah. And it's still new. The synthesizers and stuff are like old, but like they still feel futuristic, quote unquote, in a way.
And I think it's because a lot of new wave music had a lot of like the lyrics were very like poetic and like, you know what I mean? Like they couldn't place them. Like they were very gothic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type lyrics. So they're kind of timeless.
I like that. I like that too. And just, it is like a youthful movie. It is like it's also Brian Reitzel, her collaborator, worked on the score and such. But it's one of the things that it's like stuff that's happening while it's like you're seeing her adventure off and like people running to fields and going to parties and such. Like that's where you hear the modern music. And then when there's things going on, they're conversing and there's delegations or whatever, that's when we're seeing like we're hearing the classical music. Yeah. Because there's a lot of classical pieces as well that are interspersed in here. But that's also, I don't know, it has to have that as like one of these types of period piece types of movies, I think. But it's all like the colors too, just the color palette of the film, very pastel, very kind of muted, but bright also, like pinkies.
It's super like, what is that? What is it called now?
Baby colors.
Something core.
Oh, there's a core to it? Oh, Rococo. Soft pastels and Rococo. Yeah, Rococo art, heavily from Rococo art, specifically paintings of Fragonard.
Is that where Arcade Fire got for that one song? Because there's a song where he sings Rococo.
Yeah.
You remember?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Either way, that like the soundtrack is undeniable. It's very good. When the cues happen and it's a very like emotional movie. It gets you kind of in the headspace of like, oh, let's have fun, and it's so dire, and
if
I'm
you
so
sit
dour.
and you think about it, it's like she's 14, she's expected to like birth children and continue the lifeline, but like
that's why she's there. She's there
like,
to birth children.
Won't give her any attention. She's like, what am I supposed to do? And then she's like a little kid. She wants to play with animals and like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they shows like in the movie, it shows that he was also an eater. Like he was eating, and like so it seemed like, well, I guess like I'm gonna try and pick up something that you're interested in, so maybe you'll pay attention to me.
So much food, little. So much eating.
Yeah, Javi was just like, stop eating,
so
and I'm like,
mad.
This movie is just eating.
Oh fuck! It made me so off.
All the little pastries and
so angry.
Cakes, and like I was just like, whoa,
so angry, so angry, so angry. Let's get into this cast list. Kirsten Dunst was Marie Antoinette. We've talked about Kirsten Dunst many times before on this podcast. We just rewatched Civil War. That was real good. It was good watching Civil War again.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
She wasn't in the Bling... I mean, she made a little guest appearance in the Bling Ring.
She played herself.
She played herself on the Bling Ring. Let's see.
Like, hey, it's me.
What else did we talk about her specifically on the podcast
the virgin
about?
Suicide.
We haven't done that yet.
But I mean, I feel like we've just talked about it a bunch anyway.
We have, but we haven't talked about it. We need to not talk about it.
Interview with the Vampire.
We didn't talk about it. We haven't talked, like, she hasn't been on a soundtrack on here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the first time.
It's just because I love her so much, and I've seen, like, I've seen almost all her movies.
Yeah.
Like, I should go through her movie Rolodex and be like, which one have I not seen?
You say that a hero could save us.
What?
She's married to Jesse Plemons, who's also an amazing actor.
Mm-hmm. I like them together.
Yeah, yeah. Her first appearance was as the child vampire Claudia in Interview with the Vampire.
That was the first time I saw her.
Very
good. I
good.
was like, whoa.
She was insane.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great film. Jason Schwartzman, Louis the 16th. We talked about him on the Fantastic Mr. Fox episode. Queer. We talked about him in Queer. He was in Queer. He's one of those too. He can disappear, but he's also like kind of himself a lot of the time.
I feel like now he's starting to play himself. Like he's just playing himself.
I feel like in this movie he was like himself as the king.
Yeah, like he was that awkward.
He was like in a Wes Anderson movie. Everybody else was in a Sophia Coppola movie. Yeah, I felt like that.
Or just like if that movie were to get released now, I feel like it would be more displayed as like, oh, he's on the spectrum, like he's autistic, like you know what I mean, like a little bit of, I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I get that.
Or I was also thinking like because his father was so like had his mistress and stuff, that maybe that kind of held him away from like wanting to.
I don't know. I think it's like they were both young. That's kind of how I read it.
He was a boy.
I read it that like they were both young. That's how I kind of saw it. They were just both, and he was a boy, and he didn't want to do it.
It's funny because at this time, like it was when I had a real big crush on Jason Schwartzman, so I was watching a lot of stuff that he was in, and I know they made him gain weight for this movie. So I remember me and Alexis talking about it and being like, "Why? Like I don't like it." Yeah.
He's a member of the Coppola family. He was also in Phantom Planet. He was the drummer for that. And he has a Coconut Records. I don't know if you ever heard his. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Made music as Coconut Records. Steve Coogan was Ambassador Mercy, who was kind of like her dude, like her right hand. Steve Coogan, we talked about him a little bit when we talked about 24-Hour Party People, but we didn't talk about that movie like in depth, I don't think. No, we gotta do like a full ass episode on that movie. But he was like, he's known for Alan Partridge in the UK. That's what he's known as. Like that was like his character. He kind of plays himself all the time. He's like kind of like, I don't know. He's just kind of self-deprecating a little bit, and like always kind of talks to camera. That like
you hate to love him.
Yeah. I like him as an actor. Good actor. Judy Davis was the Comtesse. Judy Davis was also in Barton Fink, Naked Lunch. She's very recognizable. Absolute Power. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a movie that we might have talked about. I don't think we've talked about her before. Judy Davis, very accomplished actor, Australian actor. her career spans 4 decades, both screen and stage. Let's see. She's very versatile. She was a frequent Woody Allen collaborator. Mm-hmm. One of the most exciting actresses in the world is what she's been described as. I mean, I mentioned Barton Fink, which is Coen's, and then Naked Lunch is Cronenberg. That's a Cronenberg movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever with Woody Allen. Rip Torn. Rip Torn's very recognizable. Men in Black. He's like, what's it, Z? In Men in Black, he's right? Like, he talks like this. He kind of always talks like this. And he's the king. Like, he's the king until he dies. He's Louis the 15th until he dies. And let's see. He's in the first 2 Men in Blacks, and then the third one, it's like he's like, I think he had already. Did he pass? I think Rip Torn passed. Yeah, he passed in 2019. So he just wasn't part of part 3. I don't exactly know what happened with the Men in Black things. I just know that I saw all 3 of those. The third one was horrible. And then the one with Chris Hemsworth was really bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was so bad. That's such a bad movie. It's not a good movie at all. Also in RoboCop 3, he was in The Beastmaster. That's funny. Yeah. We gotta watch that movie.
I just remember always seeing his name.
Rip Torn!
And I thought it was just, I never associated with him until I was a little older, but I just thought it was so cool that his name was like a play on words. Like, I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, Elmore Rule Rip Torn. That's like, that was his stage name. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zed. Rest in power. Rest in power, Zed. Asia Argento, Comtesse du Barry.
Dubarry,
daughter of the famous Dario Argento. In a lot of his films, she's also in films by like Abel Ferrara, The New House or New Rose Hotel, Gus Van Sant, his movie Last Days, which was about a play on the last days of Kurt Cobain. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what else was she in? Was she in anything that we've talked about recently? She's just in a lot of like Argento movies that we've seen. So she also dated Anthony Bourdain and was like, in the documentary, you kind of see like the same day that he found out that she was cheating on him through tabloids was when he killed himself. Mm-hmm. So there's that connection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. But in this movie, she was crazy. She was a lady of the night. Mm-hmm. And the thing about this film is there's just constant murmuring and constant gossip. Oh my gosh. The gossiping by Molly Shannon and Shirley Henderson, who were Aunt Victoria and Aunt Sophie. Oh my God. That little gossip queen. Oh my God. Like, that was also so. Look, this movie's good. But holy shit, that got me. Like, holy shit, I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed by this movie yesterday. I was so annoyed by this viewing. And I've seen it several times. Yeah. And just this time, I was like, I can't. Yeah. I can't with all... And it was just... That's why. It was just like constant. But
that's what was the point. Yeah. To show that it was always like, you can't trust anybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody's always going to talk about everything.
Yeah. Everybody. Mm-hmm. And even like just people within the court, and they were talking out, why haven't you given us an heir? And like talking shit to her, and like, oh my gosh. It was so... But Molly Shannon, we always love her. SNL alumnus. She was in The Grinch. She's a voice in the Hotel Transylvania's. What was it? Superstar. Night at the Roxbury. Yeah, she's great. She's funny. She's pretty hilarious. And in this one, she's very irritating, which is good. She's good. We talked about Shirley Henderson before when we talked Train Spotting. That was the first episode that I did. First episode that I did with Luis. Crazy, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow. And 24-Hour Party People. She was what's his face's wife. Yep. Mm-hmm. I wonder, like, maybe they had like the same management, and that's how they got, like, because that happens sometimes. Like, maybe it's like management, or like you're with certain film studios, and like you'll see certain actors acting with each other quite often, or like, hey,
or they make suggestions too. They're like, oh, I
yes.
think so and so would be perfect for this, and then it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'll give them a try, and then they're in.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's what happened. Yeah. Rose Byrne was awesome in this. She was the Duchess de Polignac. We love Rose Byrne. We do. We love a Rose Byrne movie. 28 weeks later, Insidious. I love Insidious. I love the Insidious movies. She's recently in this movie, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which we haven't seen yet. Sunshine. Oh, man, we gotta watch Sunshine again.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. But Rose Byrne, Australian actor, made her screen debut in the film Dallas Doll in 1994. Dallas Doll. She's great. She's great. Let's see, who else did we skip here? Mary Nye, daughter of Bill Nye, and Diana Quick. She's actually a director. She directed a movie called Alice Darling with Anna Kendrick and Wunmi Musako. Oh.
What is it called again?
Alice Darling. Look at the
Wait, and what year did it come out?
In 2022. Let's see. Pushed to the breaking point by Simon, her psychologically abusive boyfriend, Alice becomes an unwitting participant in an intervention staged by her two closest friends while on vacation. But that's directed by Nye.
Cool.
Let's see. A movie called Say Nothing, which I think it's like a show. It looks like it's a show. It's about the IRA. Ooh, that's crazy. Oh. And let's see, what else did she direct? Some other short films. One called Need for Speed Dating. She's a producer of films. She writes. She's an actor in 2 other films. But let's see. She's a graduate of the National Film and Television School, where she was a David Lean Scholar. Wow, that's pretty awesome. She was good in this. I can't deny her. Just like her, Sophia Coppola's filmmaking. We talked about it in the Bling Ring. It's on the wave of the Safdie movies, where it's more of a documentary style type of thing. We're watching slices of life. It's like there's a story, but there's not really a story. It's just kind of
when I was reading a lot of reviews from just people and stuff, they were just like, "There's no plot," and it's just like, well, because you're supposed to already know. She's assuming you already know the gist of the story, and this is just a little slice of that history.
Yeah, and in all honesty, the plot is her life was a tale. Her life was
you could tell, every time it was she'd be doing one thing and they'd be like, hey, the people are starving and this and the Americans want this. And then it's like, okay, do this. And then, you know what I mean? She didn't really. And
I think that's cool. To me, it makes it more of an art film because it's so I get where I would say that would be my complaint about it. If I were looking at it just it's the normal ass movie, right? My complaint would be, every time somebody asks her to get involved with the conflict, she refuses and does her own thing, and we just see her fucking off, which is in a good movie that has a good script, you usually get those points, and then whatever choice they make is oh shit, something's gonna. But this kind of it ignores it, but it also does move in the direction of then they're gonna fucking come and tear down your house and come imprison you and kill you. This is why because you wouldn't get involved in the story. This is why, you know what I mean? So in that, I feel that's an experimental screenplay or whatever, however you go about it. But I get why people say that, and I would if you don't like this movie for that reason, I understand that. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, to me, because even at that, like that, the music and such, and there was some, remember, like there was some Converse in the shot at one point, like somebody was wearing Converse and things like that.
Yeah, like I was going through all the goofs of the movie, and it was just like funny to see like things.
That was intentional. That wasn't a goof. Like that was like just to illustrate like this is youth and like to kind of mesh the time and that's what I was like, okay, this is an art film. Like it's like
we'll see. Then it should. I think that if that's the case, it would have been a little bit more of that. Like there would have been other little things where it would have been more. I don't know. I
don't know. I think so. Well, I guess it's up to interpretation.
Yeah.
I guess it's up to interpretation. But yeah, like I think that's where I kind of came at it this time. It just more annoyed me, like the things that annoy me personally. You know what I mean? Danny Houston was also her brother. Danny Houston was in this. Marianne Faithfull was Maria Teresa. She's in a lot of movies, Dune and such. She's a rock singer. She's English rock singer. Let's see. Count Fersen was played by Jamie Dornan. 50 Shades of Grey. You know, he was also in The Haunting in Venice. Which the Poirot movies. I like the Poirot movies. They're my jam. Tom Hardy. That's right. That's why I was like, I forgot somebody else. Tom Hardy played Ramont. Very small part.
Yeah.
Very small part. But it was a speaking part. And he was still in it. Let me think. Let's see. Let me look. Another like a very stacked cast of like character actors. This one dude, Matthew Amalric. He's in a lot of Wes Anderson movies. This guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. He was like questioning he was a man at the party that was like questioning the king about something. Yeah. But yeah, cool. Very kind of like it's a big cast because it's a big movie. Like it's a very grand movie. They're at palaces, they're at ballrooms, they're very ornate. Like everything was so ornate too. I did like that. I liked that the movie, everything was textured.
Like everything was so detailed and all the gold flick on everything.
Yes. All the little like rubies on this. Everything that was ornate was like super ornate and like super hyper fixated on.
I was reading because there's so many scenes where it's like she's getting clothes and she's trying on shoes and stuff. And so it says that you can see that the shoes are right and left foot, but that they weren't invented right and left until 1850.
I mean, you know.
But that's how it's just like little things like that you wouldn't really think of, or that like there's a scene where there's like forks in the scene that weren't forks that were at that time. And
I'm like
they're champagne glasses and stuff were not of the time.
Like, think about it that's to me art film. Like, what else?
Or like that the chandeliers didn't have like flickering.
The Doors, the Oliver Stone movie. That like none of that shit really like. There's a lot of shit in that movie that didn't really happen. It was Oliver Stone's The Doors.
Right.
Like that's what he wanted. He wanted to tell the story. So that's what I'm saying. It was adapted from source material. It was like its own telling of stuff that we can't even know. Like we can't know what she said to her friends. We can't know what they were talking about. We can't know the inner workings and the parties that they went to. We don't know any of that stuff. This was all fictionalized. Like, so to that I say like, you know, like just like, yeah, I give it room. I give it like it's Sophia Coppola's most like art film to me that we've seen so far. I feel like it's a super art film. Let's get to some of this music. It's pretty good. Susie and the Banshees, Hong Kong Garden. I like how it pops up like this when she's at the party and it's like so like it's like a ballroom and everybody's like masqueraded and this introduction goes with that scene, but then it like kicks in. Like,
that's why I think a lot of the songs just fit. Like they just fit the scene for the style.
Susie and the Banshees, British rock band, like new wave, post-punk. We had the chance to see Susie, Sue, and the city of Pasadena fucked us. Pasadena fucked us. Yeah, I like when this came out. That was that whole party, that whole ball scene was really cool. Like it was really cool. It was shot real well. Her mask, like her, like the lace over the eyes was really cool. Her dress, like it was all black and it looked really cool. It was right after she got like that big, huge wig.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Okay, Casey on the hair. What's that?
That's why when I was looking for when they when I was reading Wikipedia when it had mentioned about her consulting with that hairdresser about the hair and stuff. But I thought I did that for one of my clients for her 40th birthday.
Cool.
I mean, as best as I could, but anything like seeing that scene where he's putting like all the little stuff for the finishing touches, like the little bird and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that's so fun. Like, I wish you could just wear, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's cool, that self-expression.
I think it's cool too. And like for the time too, I imagine like that's decadent. That's so decadent. That's like the higher the, what is it? The higher the hair, the closer to whatever. What's the
Texas? The higher the hair, the closer to heaven.
Yeah. This is Bow Wow Wow, Aphrodisiac. I didn't pay attention to Bow Wow Wow much. They look cool. This is a cool song. English new wave band, created by manager Malcolm McLaren. Oh, okay. It was recruited members from Adam and the Ants and 13-year-old Annabella Lewin on lead vocals. Wow. But it was stuff like this, pop, world beat, new wave, this type of stuff. Real cool. I Want Candy's like their big song. Yeah. Which pops up on the soundtrack. Yeah. What do you think about this song?
Didn't they were on one of the bills for Cruel World. Bow Wow Wow.
They were, huh? Wow. We didn't see them. We didn't catch them.
No. We're probably in the fucking merch line.
Casey's favorite. Los Strokes. We've seen them.
I've seen them lots of times.
What do you think about them choosing this song?
I just thought it was cool. Like when the movie came out and it was just such a modern because, like, the Strokes were really popular, but it wasn't like everybody liked them. They were still grimy, grungy, like, New York kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they weren't, like, top 40s. So I just thought it was really cool that they were on the soundtrack.
Yeah. I like that. We saw them opening up for the Chili Peppers together.
That was the most recent time, I think.
That was the most recent time. I've seen them before in Austin.
I saw them at ACL once.
Yeah.
I saw them here.
I never saw them here.
I think they might have played at another festival.
They played here recently. Like, not recently, but like in the past year or so.
Yeah,
right?
we didn't get to do that one. I think we were going to be out of town either way.
Yeah. This is the radio department. Pulling our weight. The radio department, I don't know much about, but I've seen the name a bit. A Swedish dream pop band from Lund. They have released 5 studio albums. They started up in 2001. They've had a bunch of members kind of cycle through. They've had contract disputes because they wanted to go solo. I heard about them probably like 10 years ago. And it was like I want to listen to the Postal Service again. And they came out like on a playlist. Okay. And it was like and I was like, what's this? Is this fake ass Postal Service? But no, like not really. Like it's just more like, it's more new wavy. It's dream pop.
Yeah, that's what.
It's what it is. But this movie is very dream pop.
That's why it's soft. It's for all the soft, pillowy colors.
One of the comments on Letterboxd was like, Marie Antoinette would have loved Lana Del Rey. Casey's jam. Mm-hmm. This New Order's ceremony. So one of the songs that was skipped that's not on here was "Pull Up the People" by MIA. I don't know why. MIA came out on the last soundtrack we talked about. MIA comes out a lot on like Sophia Coppola soundtrack. She does. But yeah, that's why we kind of do this podcast too, because this has happened several times where like we have to find like playlists that have like chunks of songs here, and it doesn't have this song. This song's not licensed and stuff. So for some reason, like on Apple Music itself, this MIA song doesn't pop up. But MIA's "Pull Up the People" is the song that pops up on the soundtrack. But New Order, we saw them at Crow World. That was crazy. That was crazy that we saw them at Crow World.
I know. That was amazing.
That's amazing. And they played this, and it was awesome. We've talked this song several times on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Go back, listen to it. Go back, listen to it. Go back and listen to it. But also, if you want to help out the podcast, you can go to the links in the show notes below. And you can click on them links and you could see how you could share this episode. The easiest way to support the podcast is to share the episode with your friends that love movies, that love music, that love movies and music, that love soundtracks. Share it with them. Tell them, hey, this is a good pastime. This is something cool to listen to while you're cleaning or while you're driving long distances. As well, if you are so inclined, we have a Ko-Fi page where you can tip us. You can tip us to buy us a coffee or help us out hosting the podcast and doing other little things that are like operations based. Very DIY operation here, and we are very grateful for any help that you can provide there. As well, we have Casa Caballero merch in the links as well. Casa Caballero merch, that's t-shirts, that's deep cuts t-shirts and deep cuts totes, Monasterio video t-shirts, a Monasterio video tote, JJ Caballero stuff. That's where our merch lies, on the Casa Caballero page. But also the Depop shop, Monasterio Video Depop shop. It's on and poppin'. We're getting new stuff all the time. We're selling. I'm out here in the streets selling the wares, popping up wherever we can. That's been really cool. These are all the ways that you can support. Like I said, though, easiest way is to just share the episode. That totally helps us out in the algorithm. Let's get back to it. I like the bass on this. I didn't notice it before. It's I Want Candy by Bow Wow Wow. It's very recognizable. It's been in everything. But it's like super surfy too, and super, yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's come out in everything.
Yeah.
It's come out in everything. Like every movie ever. Didn't it come out on a Wedding Singer? We talked about The Wedding Singer.
That one, I want to say no, honestly.
Huh. You're probably right.
Yeah.
That was a good soundtrack. You guys should listen to that episode. Mm-hmm. That was a good movie. Mm-hmm. Still holds up. Still holds up. What doesn't hold up are some of the lyrics in this song.
I feel like those drums were real popular for that time period too, because that song had them previous.
This is Adam and the Ants, King of the Wild Frontier.
Also Crow World. Alumni.
Yeah, they were at Crow World. We missed them too. We missed Adam and the Ants. Which I'm like, damn.
I know.
I have this on vinyl. I'd have this on vinyl totally. But he, like the words that he said, the wiser than the Redskins suffering, like the Redskins, like that's like the derogatory term, you know what I mean? So not so much in vogue anymore, but it's a pretty crazy. It's a wild song. It's a good song. Yeah, good stuff. Adam and the Ants. Talked about Adam and the Ants before. I have talked about Adam and the Ants before on this podcast. Yes. English new wave band as well. This album was like the most famous one. The album was the most famous one. That's one of the most famous songs too. Yeah. That's one of the most popular songs. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that before I like listened to the album and like listened to, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That too. This was... This was Roger Neal's Concerto in G. What do you think?
I love classical music.
Yeah.
It's easy to... I don't want to say easy to ignore, but it's just...
You know what it's also easy to do? I could just do this for this hour, and I could still monetize it. Because these concertos, these classicals and stuff, like the copyright, they're so old. Mm-hmm. The copyright is like, and there's like a lot, like, you know, that's also why different like symphonies and orchestras and like different orchestras and composers can release albums that are like, oh, Leonard Bernstein does Mozart.
Yeah.
And he can make money off of it. Because Mozart can't anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and like, because it's in the public domain, mm-hmm. they can make money, they can make derivative works and stuff like that. So all the dings that I get from fucking YouTube, I'm gonna get a fucking ding for this episode too, for sure. Like, YouTube, this is fair use. Just saying it right here. I don't know if you have AI that analyzes the words on this thing. I know you have AI that analyzes what the music is and the songs that are there because I get dinged on it all the fucking time. And every time I get dinged on a song, I have to go in manually and I have to put, this is for fair use. I'm not making money off of YouTube from this. Like, this is for fair use. This is Creative Commons. And it works like 9 out of 10 times. Mm-hmm. But like for every song, like having to do that, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Sometimes it's every song. Sometimes there's like soundtracks that are like, oh yeah, it's only a couple of songs that were like Warner owned and shit. Crazy. Like Warner and Sony are horrible for like that with the copyright shit. I just had to say all that. Oh my gosh, just copyright. It's wild. There's also a whole thing going on with like, there's certain labels that are suing this one website that has like all of recorded sound because of copyright infringement. And it's like, no, like, I don't know. It's crazy. The Cure, Plain Song. What do you think of this song, my love?
It's just so pretty. It reminds me of like the labyrinth and glitter and smoke.
And smoke.
Yeah, just all the... What is that called?
Chimes, like the chime. Yeah.
Love that shit.
Yeah, it's very dreamlike. It's a plain song, but it's a very dreamy song. That's their thing. It's just like their vibe song. Does he sing on this? It's just
After a while.
After a while?
After
okay.
a while.
After a while. The Cure does have more, like, it's Robert Smith is the lead singer. We've talked about The Cure. If you don't know who The Cure is by now, come on. Why are you listening to this podcast even? Like, go find out who The Cure is. Go read up on The Cure, go listen to The Cure, and then come back.
Come back,
and you can completely appreciate this. But yes, I love when they do that long-ass intro. Like, I love that they jam.
Yeah. I love
it.
that.
I love it. I love that they can jam.
I know the generation and the culture now is like snippets.
Oh
like
my
everything's
gosh,
a snippet.
yes.
But I love a ballad. I love a long ass song. Like I love a fucking 14-minute song.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
if it's good, like let it play.
Yeah. The last time I saw a song that was very long that was commercially released like that, that had like a long intro was the Death Cab for Cutie. I will possess your heart. And that whole intro was a jam.
Yeah.
And yeah, like on one of my songs, Make You Wait, like I have a minute before it gets into the words. As well, though, there's another song I have out, Better, that has that. And like nobody listens to that. Like after the first minute, like they're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's my fault. Maybe they're not that good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that good of a jam.
I don't know. It's just, that's why nobody, like, I don't even listen to anything with sound on. You know how I am.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't, like, if it doesn't grab my attention enough for me to actually click on it to hear it.
You're true.
I move on.
Yeah. That's why, guys, don't do things like coming soon, coming up. If you're a musician out there and you're promoting and shit, like, nobody gives a shit. Just put out the song.
Yeah.
Just put out the song and then promote
like,
after the fact.
Unless you're like selling out arenas, then no, just say what it is.
Just put out the song. Just put out the song. You don't have to be secret. I had to bring this up. This is Into Versailles. This is Brian Reitzel. Just sound, just stuff like this. But I wanted to bring him up because, like, you know, he's Sophia Coppola's collaborator. It's not that much. It's just sound. But I like how they credit it to him. There you go. Boom. It can just be that and you get a credit. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be that. That's really cool. Next song. Jinwei Tech by Aphex Twin. Aphex Twin is Richard David James, known professionally as Aphex Twin. He's a British musician, he's a composer, he's a DJ, electronic music pioneer. Like, everybody who's anybody listens to Aphex Twin. How can I say it? Like, Aphex Twin is like widely loved. And across like anybody that like across any genre that makes music, like people love him. People love, and it's a lot of like this. It's a lot of sound. This album in particular, like that's where the din dun 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 dun, which comes out later on the soundtrack. But this was more of an ambient work. This was more of like stuff like this album itself. But he's got full on like electronic acid house type shit, like techno stuff,
so
just
good.
super in your face. Like it's called intelligent dance music, IDM. He's like the pioneer of IDM. Kind of a mysterious guy. Doesn't do. I mean, there's like one interview, or there's a few interviews out there, but doesn't do that a lot. Not a lot of self-promotion, which
doesn't need it. And
like he kind of led that charge with like electronic music. Like electronic music is full of those types of people. It's full of people who they don't want to do interviews. They just want their music to speak for itself.
Yeah.
Put out tons of music on tons of labels. They DJ, they perform. Like electronic music is very open to making like an alternative underground industry. Being underground in electronic music is like a thing. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck yeah, like we're the underground. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like it's been cool. It's been cool learning that as I've been making more electronic style music.
Yeah.
What do you think about Aphex Twin?
I love him.
Yeah.
I remember not knowing that I liked his music because I was little still, and I didn't know that it was him.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know.
Yeah. Come to daddy.
And then it was
come
like,
to daddy.
oh, yeah.
Okay, so Air comes out on this as well.
Il secondo giorno,
Love Air.
Wister si sveglia col buio.
Il segundo
Shouldn't have
giorno.
listened to you. We should have
I know.
them.
Aspetta l'alba. Al primo chiarore vede Dark, lontano, in piedi, immobile, di fianco al suo baio pezzato. Allora prende il binocolo. Vede che il ragazzo non ha fucile. Sorride. Forse ha una pistola. Poi si siede per terra e dice piano: a te la prima mossa, ragazzo.
Air, the French band, they make some beautiful, lush music like this. Very like lo-fi, nostalgia, dream pop, like they play like mellotrons and like very muted, like funky bass stuff with like funky like beat drums, like funky hip hop drum kind of stuff. Very chill. Very awesome music.
Love it.
When we talk the Virgin Suicides, that's all we're going to talk about. So I'm just saying that right now. We're going to do the Virgin Suicides sometime soon, and we're going to talk about Air. And Casey's right. We should have seen Air. That's my fault. This is Opus 17.
Boo, hiss on you. Boo.
Tomatoes! I wanted to point out this is David O'Halloran. Several of the pieces on here are by David O'Halloran.
I've several soundtracks of his have popped up.
Oh yeah?
On my I like him.
And then another composer here. I'm pulling this up right now. But yeah, I like this song. I love a piano. I love a piano solo. Yeah. That's good. This one. This harpsichord right here. Patricia Mabby. Or Mabby. What do you think about a harpsichord?
Tori Amos was the first time I heard modern harpsichord.
Oh.
And made me love it. On her Boys for Pele. A lot of harpsichord.
Gonna
on
see
there.
some Tori Amos this year as well?
So fucking excited.
Supposed to see some Tori Amos this year?
So excited.
That's gonna be wild. I wonder how the crowd's gonna be. I wonder like what the...
It's gonna be a lot of
librarians.
Like 70 to 30-year-old
librarians.
Yeah. Nerds.
Dungeon masters.
And lots of gays, I hope.
Yeah. This is the Aphex Twin song, April 14th. Kanye West famously made a song. Let's play the blame game. I love you, boy. Let's play the blame game for sure. even the scenes, like when she's walking up the stairs and this pops up, like, and like her dress is just flowing behind her. Very beautiful scene. Very wonderful scene. Very, very good. That's like Sophia Coppola does that very well. Like,
yeah, it's visual. It's just visually pleasing. All of her movies are visually pleasing, and it's wispy and it's soft.
It's the Robert Altman approach to filmmaking, where you make it look like you set it up like it's a documentary, but you do have artistic shots. You're setting up the shots. You're framing it. Everybody's in a position. Like Akira Kurosawa too, like there's a lot of chaos in the background, a lot of people moving back and forth, that like it's not just the foreground that we're watching, there's other things happening around them, but it's still like it's still set as if it's just happening, and then just very shot real well. I also like to like there's just kids around. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It was a youthful, there
were
was
just
always
children.
Like young children or young animals.
I just thought that was like, like I just noticed, I was like, they're just like kids. Yeah. They're just like kids. Like when she walks into the palace for the first time, they're like walking in the room, playing with the little sheets or whatever the fuck they're doing. I was like, who are these fucking kids? Like, but it was interesting.
Yeah. I was reading too is that she had adopted other kids, like other like little servants or just poor. She had other kids. That she had too that were adopted.
Yeah, this wasn't like the most historically accurate account of what happened. Like I said, it was based on that book, and to give us somewhat of a story around Marie Antoinette. And you know, it's also that thing, like, do we really need to like, I don't know, like, do we need to like kiss ass to the wealthy and like humanize royalty? Like, I get it. Like, everybody's a human being and experiences things. That's the human experience, and I get that we could find common ground. But it is like, it's tragic because like, yeah, you see that like in the even in the movie, in the ahistorical telling of this, like they're still ignoring like a lot of pain and suffering. Just like, what do you think about this, my queen? What if I get this? And what if I go try on that? Like, you know, totally just like not dealing with what's happening around them. And it's like, these are the consequences of those actions. So I don't know. Square pusher. Tomib help bus. Thomas Russell Jenkinson is an electronic musician. He goes by Square Pusher. He's been around for quite a while. Like when I started getting into like making this type of stuff, like Square Pusher was one of the first people I listened to. IDM stuff like this, like super chill stuff. Acid, techno, drum and bass, does more like fusion-y stuff as well. He's on Warp Records as well. Yeah, like he's an innovator as well. He's up there with like the Moderats and the,
that's,
you know what I mean?
think
Apex
when
Twins.
I heard of them. They popped up on one of those stations.
Square Pusher's just always been there, and I mean it's that's what he is. He's on the pads, you're pushing little squares, and that you're making songs. Very good stuff. And I love it. It's like, it's still, I feel like it was, the soundtrack was very well played in that, okay, yes, it does have the new wave and everything. I feel like the new wave though was like the bridge to this, which I feel like IDM and certain electronic musics are like the new classical.
Yeah.
You know, they're the new classical type of music. Yeah, for sure. So like, it's a very good blend, you know. It's like it's got the opuses and it's got the old compositions.
I feel like this is gonna be our new Mimi movie because it is.
It's very Mimi.
Like, we were such a Mimi.
I was so falling asleep this last viewing, and I'd held off on watching it as a Mimi movie because I knew we were gonna do it for the podcast. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up. It's a bunch of songs, 26 songs, all mixed between. But I want to bring up the last two songs that are in the vein of what Mono Stereo Video is all about, and that's like gothy new wavy shit, baby, dusty shit, deep and dusty. The Cure, All Cats Are Gray. This is all instrumental. And like I said, this is like them just jamming. Mm-hmm. They have tons of songs like just. This is a good bridging song. You know what I mean? It totally is between the worlds of like classical and the new classical. So, quick story. I've seen The Cure before. I was on a DWI. I was on pre-trial diversion, which means I just had to do a 6-month program. Was like baby probation. They didn't check in on me. They didn't piss test me. None of that. I could still drink. I could still drive. I didn't have to have a machine on me and such. My PO at the time was very nice. She was just like double checking that I was cool. I was on top of the world. I was almost done with it. Last month, Cure came to town. They did awesome. They did awesome.
A bajillion encores.
5 billion encores. 5 bajillion encores. I don't think I caught the last encore. But that same night, I enjoyed myself a little bit too much. Got my second DWI. At the end of my first DWI. Sucked. So I had to do more probation for the next 15 months. Had to get the machine, had to do all that stuff. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Just get an Uber. Just get a Lyft. Just get a friend. Mm-hmm. Just walk.
Right? Leave the car. Leave the car there. It's cheaper than whatever's going to happen if you get in that car. Oh my gosh.
It's the worst.
Don't do it.
And also, I love The Cure.
But you have
there's a taint. There's a taint.
Bittersweet.
And I've tried, like, I've been getting over it recently.
Yeah.
I've been exposed to more Cure. I want to see them again. I'm very, like, I have to remind myself, you have seen them and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do have that, like, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's a rough taint.
Yep. It's a rough
taint. Finally. Age of Consent by New Order. Like, I feel like what she wanted to do with this movie was make it like John Hughes mixed with Robert Altman movie. You know what I mean? Like John Hughes, like there's still these scenes, the montages, the shopping, the decadence, the partying with your friends, this is the youth, and then it's still shot like an Altman movie. You know, it's still like a document. And I mean, just like those movies themselves, like they have plots, but they're all kind of like loose. Yeah. They are kind of like soft. Those like 16 Candles is kind of a soft movie.
Because if you think it's childlike, like teenagers are all over the place.
Yes.
Things that you wouldn't think are important are important. Stuff that should be important isn't.
This is like an artsy John Hughes movie. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't, and maybe people just can't tolerate that. But I very much I think it's awesome. I think it like as pissed off as I was throughout the fucking movie, like I couldn't help but this scene's shot awesome. Oh, this is cool. That song hits. That outfit's really pretty. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like it was very, and like you understood the raw emotion. Like her movies are like Tumblr pages. You know what I mean? Like they're fucking moods like that. And there is just a class of filmmaker that's just that. Like that's just, they're gonna be moods. You know what I mean? Whether you think it's good or not, like I get, that's
it's
taste.
It's just an escape.
But it is an escape. There you go. It's an escape. This is a mood, Yeah. So I was about it. What do you think? Final thoughts on the movie.
I like the movie. I know I'm not French. I don't know a lot about French history. I'm not Austrian. I don't know about Austrian history.
They didn't even speak fucking French in the movie, so it doesn't even matter.
You know, like, they didn't make her have a German accent.
No, exactly.
Like, nothing like that. Like, everybody else had an accent except for her. I thought that was pretty funny.
And Jason Schwartzman. Yeah. Even the baby was like speaking French.
Yeah, that's why. But then that to me showed a lot of how, like, there's nannies and stuff, and so they're speaking however they talk to the most.
That's true.
Speaking.
That is true.
I did read also, like, when she had the petite whatever little house that he made her, and she wanted to be more natural and whatever.
Yes.
People were mad about that because they took it like she was making fun of common life, like. I can be common, like, you know what I mean? Like, she was appropriating
and that
the
play
commonness
that she did, too.
Yeah. So, it was just a little bit of that.
I thought that was a cringy scene, too. Like, the play, I was like, oh, that's cringe. Like, but, like, you know, just, that would have been cringe at the time for the audience.
I'm not a fan of the story and the this and the whatever. I like the movie for what it is. I like the colors, the costumes, you know what I mean? The ridiculousness of it.
Yeah,
and the music.
Yeah,
that's why
it was a great soundtrack. Yeah, it's a great soundtrack. It's very much one of our types of soundtrack.
Just like very well rounded.
Yeah, very well rounded. It's a very well packaged thing. It's become a cult movie of sorts. Like after the fact, like now that we're 20 years out of it, it's a 20-year-old movie now. That's crazy, right? 20 years old. Wow, it's 20 years old. Whoa. That's insane. I didn't even, like, realize that. When did it... Let me see exactly when it came out. Let me see. It was 2006, October 10th. So October of this year will be 20 years. 20 years of this film. Wow. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining us. Any plugs, my love? Anything to bring up? Coming out on Sunday. It's Sunday morning for you guys. Or afternoon or night.
Sunday morning. I mean, nothing that I can think of. I know
plug. Deep Cuts.
Nina's retiring.
My Nina, congratulations
on Thursday.
Congratulations to my Nina.
Shout out to Nina. She's going to retire. We're going to have dinner with them on Saturday.
So we would have had... So if you're listening to this, we had dinner last night. It was amazing. We had a great time. We also played with Jamal Streeter. It was a great time. I had a good night. Deeper Love was also great. We had a great night. So Deeper Love Fridays. Deeper Love every Friday at Lotus. If you're in El Paso, Texas, there's a residency there. House music. Come and dance. Look for me. I've been DJing. I've been DJing. I've been out there. I have a bands in town where I'm trying to keep up, like, with all the gigs and stuff like that to, like, list them. So if anybody wants to follow that and keep up to date with that. We're recording this on Tuesday, Fat Tuesday. I'm playing tonight. I'm DJing tonight.
You are playing tonight.
Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, so I'm playing tonight. After I actually have to finish ripping some music.
Yep.
And then I gotta get a little haircut right now.
Gotta get a haircut.
All the links are gonna be in the show notes below. Thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing to listen. All the stuff. Follow the show. Share it. Help us out if you can. Thank you very much, and we will listen to you later.